Okay, question 5, this is paper 2 of the Tightrope Walking Across Niagara Falls. This is the first question where we are looking at both texts. So question 5 is the penultimate question, one before the end. It's only worth 4 marks. Okay, but answer the question, be specific. So you're not comparing the text, you're not talking about the text in general, you're just doing what the question is. So this question says, using information, explain briefly how the spectators reacted to Blondin and Wallander. So all you're being specific on is you're looking at how the spectators, how the crowd react. You're not looking at anything else, you're just going to get you 4 marks from that question. So key info about question 5, you're looking at both texts, 4 marks available, 4 minutes. Key part is you're not comparing in this question. You don't have to compare. So for example, you don't say in text A blah blah blah, however in text B it doesn't. Or you're not saying in comparison, in contrast, however, whereas. You're not doing any of that. You're doing that on question 6. This is question 4, and it's basically the same as questions 1 and 3, and I'll explain a bit that. And so here are both texts, I'll explain about that in a sec. So basically, question 1 and 3 is exactly the same as question 5. The only difference is you're doing it on both texts. So you're just finding information. So you're just finding the information from the text, plucking it out, and writing your answer. In this question, you don't have to do blah 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 blah. This suggests the writer is doing this. All you're doing is picking out information. Time manage, so it's 4 minutes, so at the most 5 minutes. I would say 4 minutes, do it as quick as you can. Okay, on this question, terminology is not needed, so just relax and chill with it. We don't need to be talking about verbs and adjectives. It's not that kind of question, so just write down your answer. Don't worry about alliteration or anything like that. So here's the structure I would use. In the text by Burnett it says, answer the question, leave a line. In the text by Banks it says, leave a line. Again, you're not putting however, you're not putting contrast or anything like that. So here it is then. In the text by Banks it says the crowds were eager and expectant, they were also curious, gave encouragement, and many wanted to shake his hand. Finally they cheered, held their breath, and some fainted. So all I've done is looked at extract 1. The question is about how the spectators reacted. So that's all I'm looking at, is how the spectators, at any time the spectators were mentioned, I've put it in there. I've actually probably done double what I need to do really, but I've just put in as many quotes as possible. Then I've put in the text by Burnett, it said the spectators erupted with cheers, took photos. Finally the crowds had come early and waited for hours to see Wallander. So I've put in as many quotes as I can. If I was struggling with time, I probably would only have done half as much I've done here, but I've got a bit of time, so I've done it all. Remember, it's only 4 marks. I'm not saying however or whereas or in contrast. I'm just writing down, basically finding the information from the question and putting it into a little paragraph like this. So key info for question 5, requires information for both texts, 4 marks for 4 or 5 minutes, and don't compare in the question. Just as quick as you can, get the information you need and get on to question 6.